टूटे देख पिंजरे हुर्रे सेलिब्रेट कर रे हुर्रे निकले देख भीड़ में हुर्रे हिप हॉप
Hi guys. Hi. I know I look like Ahmed Shah. But my name is Sheikh Mujahid. And I swear I don't have any connection with All Indian Mujahideen anymore. I quit because they stopped giving Diwali bonus. Now I'm following my passion. Not comedy, IT. क्योंकि IT में पैसा है और comedy में तन्हाई. Like, I don't have friends, man. My manager is my best friend. That explains I don't have real friends. So I told my manager that I do stand-up. She was so excited. She was like, "Oh, Mujahid, you do stand-up? That's amazing. You're following your passion. But isn't it becoming difficult for you to do stand-up and job at the same time? Why didn't you leave your job and do stand-up comedy full-time?" Then she came to one of my shows after listening to my joke. She was like, "Dude, don't leave your job." Not with these jokes, man. If you are lacking motivation, I'll give you promotion, okay? Even one of my relatives came to my show, dude. मेरा चाचा आ गया शो पे. शो के बाद मेरे पास आके बोलता है, "मुझे तुझे पता है ना, इस्लाम में कॉमेडी करना हराम है." Then I'm like, "लेकिन चाचा," then he's like, "अच्छा है कि तुम नहीं कर रहे हो." तुम्हारे लिए IT सही है, like. But working in IT is boring, dude. You know, it gets monotonous. That's why to make my life interesting, sometimes I do naughty things. Like if I'm walking on the road and if I see a random teenager who I don't know, I see a random teenager smoking, I walk straight up to him, make eye contact, smile and ask, "मम्मी और पापा कैसे हैं?" उसकी गांड फट जाती है. वो सिगरेट फेंक के भाग जाते. कौन है? घर में बोलने के क्या सिगरेट के बारे में? So much fun, man. It's good to have a job, dude. It's good to have a job. I got job right after my graduation. Some people don't get like that. For example, one of my friends, till last year he didn't have a job. For 8 years he kept on trying for all the government jobs. Every year he used to score 3 or 4 marks less than the cutoff for general category. Everybody was pissed off with him. His father is like, "और कितना दिन तेरे अंडरवेयर का पैसा दूं मैं?" But last year he got a job. He cleared the cutoff of handicapped quota. क्योंकि उसका बाप उसका दोनों पाँव तोड़ दिया एग्जाम से पहले. जनरल कैटेगरी में लाइक ईयर क्लियर हो रहा था, डूड. अब उसको जॉब लग गई, डूड. अब बैठे बैठे पैसे कमा रहा है. पैर निकालने के बाद अपने पैरों पे खड़ा हो गया वो. Fucking poetic. Yeah. I want to talk a little bit more about myself because nobody else does. So I did my engineering in Hyderabad, then I moved to Bangalore. I stayed in Bangalore for 7 years. Now I'm back to Hyderabad again. I like both the cities, but I love Hyderabad a little more. Because when I first lived in Hyderabad, I used to comb my hair. Sweet memories, dude. But after moving to Bangalore, I started saving the money which I used to buy combs, shampoos. But I don't blame the whole of Bangalore water for this. I just blame the apartment which I lived in. Because when I went to Bangalore, I moved into this apartment. When I was just moving in, there were 3 guys moving out. And all of them were bald. I should have gotten a fucking hint, right? They looked at me and they're like, "Bro, are you moving into this place?" With full confidence, like, "Yeah." Then they looked straight into my eyes and they asked me this question, this very important question. They were like, "Bro, do you believe that looks are not everything?" I'm like, "Yeah, of course. It's about personality." They're like, "Amazing attitude, nice silky hair. Perfect candidate. Welcome to Virgin Apartments." Dude, वहाँ पानी इतना गंदा था. 6 महीने के बाद बस छाती पे बाल बचा है, dude. Then I realized everybody in that apartment is bald. एक आंटी को देखा मैंने. मैं परेशान होकर जाके पूछा कि क्या आंटी आपके बाल भी चढ़ गए पानी की वजह से? She's like, "नहीं बेटा, this is just cancer." And I'm like, that's a relief, auntie. Imagine women losing hair because of water. It's worse than cancer. Society will fuck them up, dude. No, the problem with being bald is, you look older than your age. I'm 31. I don't look 31. I know that. And thanks for the fucking. इतना भी मुंह पे नहीं बोलना था, dude. man. I thought he will say, no. Yeah, that's a problem, dude. And I faced a really weird problem once because of this. Because see, I'm a dancer, okay? Everybody's looking at me like, no, this is no, this is not a dance body, but I am. And I faced a really weird problem was because of this, because there are some cultural activities going in our office, and we're supposed to dance for one song, and my colleague selected this song. Do you know this song from Student of the Year Part 2? Ejavani, Hedivani. They selected this song. Now I'm the best dancer in the group. So I was leading the group, dancing on stage for Ejavani, Hedivani. One guy from the audience, Uncle, aapki jawani kab ki ja chuki hai? Utar jao stage. Fucking horrible, man. Horrible things have happened to me, dude. But not only bad things, even good things happened to me. Yeah. Once I went on a date with a girl to a restaurant for dinner. The date went great, you know. She was impressed. So after dinner, she was like, hey, let's go to my house. Okay. So I went to her house. As soon as we entered the room, she looked at me and she's like, see, I really like you. So I'm going to be very open and honest with you. She said this and she removed her makeup. So I also told the same thing and I removed my wig. No, I thought we were revealing our insecurities, man. She looked at me in disgust. She's like, Chi, you have bald head. And I was like, yeah. And it is smoother than your face. Rude. Too rude. Yeah. It's too rude. I didn't say that because the whole thing did not happen. I made it up. I never went on any date with any girl. Because I can't flirt with women, dude. I look like a creep. Because there is a thin line between being romantic and being a creep. It's called jawline. I don't fucking have it. I don't open doors for women. They open the door for me, asking me to get out. Fuck off. A little bit more about me. It's all about me today. I come from this small town in Telangana called Bhadrachalam. Bhadrachalam. I'm very attached to my town, dude. मैं सब कुछ वही करता हूँ. ये shirt और pant वहाँ से लिया है. From this clothing line called UCB. You know UCB? United Colors of Bhadrachalam. It's then I came to Hyderabad and I saw United Colors of Benetton. I'm like, these fuckers copied her. So there is this mall in my small town, okay, and this mall is very wannabe. It tries to be something. Because I went to the washroom. Have you observed whenever you watch Hollywood movies, have you seen the door of the toilet? It's not a complete door. It's like 70% door, and then there is a gap so that you can see people's hairy legs inside. I went to this washroom. It was the same door, but the toilet inside was Indian. The door is not making a difference, man. And the door is very close to the commode. So when I sit, things are just popping out. People outside can see everything. I cannot see them. Which is weird because if somebody is seeing me like that, I at least want to see the expressions on their face. How do you? Out of 10, how much? But you know, whenever you go to these toilets in restaurants or in malls, right, you don't actually trust the door, no? Like you go inside, you lock the door and you do 5 minutes of testing. Is it opening? If somebody pushes from outside, will this open? Then you go back inside, but your entire concentration is on the door, right? Because everybody has this fear. Somebody's going to barge in while you're sitting inside. Dude, men's bathrooms are the worst because they don't see whether the door is locked or not. Ek haath mein phone, dusre haath se dhakka, dude. And you're inside. The moment you hear that bang on your door, you become Iron Man. Hey! Jarvis, anytime now. I have fear of this fucker. So what I do is whenever I'm inside and I hear some footsteps like coming close to my toilet, I start flushing like a maniac, you know? Like I'm releasing Kaveri water to Tamil Nadu. Just keep flushing. When the flush stops working, I play YouTube videos of flush. And even in that video, there is a Swiggy advertisement in the beginning. More bad experiences from my side. I think some people use their privilege too much, dude. They use it so much that it's annoying. This is a true story that happened. A few years back, I booked something called Uber Pool. You guys know what Uber Pool is? Yeah. I booked an Uber Pool. I sat in the cab. The driver stopped for one more pickup. Now, a lady got into the cab. She sat. She looked at me and she's like, excuse me. Hi. can we exchange seats? Can you please sit this side? I'll sit that side. Too much sun this side. Too much dhoop, you know. My skin will get tanned. Can you please? I'm like, ma'am, you need to understand one thing. For me also, it's dhoop, okay? I am not a solar power plant. This is not a solar panel. I know it looks like, but it's fucking not. My head will get tanned. I'm sorry, I can't sit. Now, as soon as I said I can't sit, she started blasting me, dude. She's like, you're disgusting, man. You don't have any respect for women. Will you do the same for your mother or your sister? Now, at this point, I was really scared because if I don't give her the seat, she can do anything, right? She can take a picture of me, put it on Facebook and say, this guy harassed me. And people on Facebook will share it without validation. Hua na? Aapko pata hai na? So I'm like, I can't take this risk, man. Bhaad mein jaye, self-respect, self-esteem, I'll give her the seat. So I gave her the seat. I sat this side. Sunrise bahut maar rahe, dude. Bahut maar rahe. Now the car started. I think the driver got another pickup in another location, so he took a U-turn. Karma is a bitch, no? Like her. Anyway. Not joking. I'll tell you this one last
celebrate kar rahe